The 2020 champion is one step closer to defending her title. Naomi Osaka, in her first Grand Slam appearance since the first round of the French Open, defeated Marie Bouzkova of the Czech Republic in straight sets, 6-4, 6-1. Osaka, who wore a New York Liberty Equality jersey during her pregame warm-up, wasn't at her tip-top best after playing very little over the past few months. But as the match wore on, she looked more and more like herself. Her footwork got quicker, her serve got better, and her forehand looked fantastic. Bouzkova was a worthy opponent. Coming into this match, she'd lost in the first round of the 9 main draws she'd been in, but she didn't play like it Monday night. Bouzkova was daring, standing close to the baseline and taking the full brunt of Osaka's tremendous first serve. She elevated her game to face Osaka, and stayed with her throughout the first set. Then Osaka's game began to really come together. She got the first break point of the night on the point that won her the first set. After a first set battle, Osaka began to get even more confident while Bouzkova started struggling. Osaka had set a blistering pace, whipping the ball across the court. Her firepower had worn Bouzkova down. Osaka won 7 games in a row, spanning the end of the first set and most of the second, before Bouzkova broke through and won a game. Osaka was dominating, but she opened the door just enough for Bouzkova to sneak through and get rid of that big 0 on the scoreboard. On Monday night, Osaka was inevitable. With the crowd fully behind her, she took the match 93 minutes and is moving on to the second round. US Open returns with fewer star players, more premium seating for the first time since 1997. A tennis major championship will not have Serena and Venus Williams, Roger Federer or Rafael Nadal in the main singles draw. Yet the possibility of Novak Djokovic winning the Grand Slam, plus upgraded high-end hospitality packages, have US Open officials optimistic about attendance at 141st edition of the tournament. Osaka wins US Open return, hopes to believe more in myself. Here's the realization Naomi Osaka came to, gradually and only recently: if other people think a lot of her, she probably should, too. Hearing a little kid telling me that I'm their favorite player or I'm a role model, instinctively the first thought in my mind is, like, why? Osaka explained as Monday turned to Tuesday after a successful start to her US Open title defense. During her return to Grand Slam action after a mental health break, and at times dominant 6-4, 6-1 victory over 87th-ranked Marie Bouzkova of the Czech Republic, Osaka heard the high-pitched voice of one such little kid in Arthur Ashe Stadium. After US Open loss, Murray calls Tsitsipas breaks nonsense. Andy Murray is aware that Stefanos Tsitsipas has a growing reputation for pushing the boundaries when it comes to taking breaks during a match.